that there is enormous utility in this system. The information that's accumulated on the World Wide Web is proven to be extremely valuable. On the other hand, I think we also recognize that there are abuses of the internet which we really must attend to. These abuses range from annoying things like spam to much more serious problems, fraud and other kinds of abuse that take place. I think that the Internet Governance Forum is an ideal setting in which to raise issues along these lines, as well as issues related to cooperation for the improvement of electronic commerce. For example, decisions about the legal significance of a digital signature so that we can conduct contracting activities and have a mutual understanding of the enforcement of these contracts that have been signed digitally in cyberspace. The third disputes between parties. It's important that we have intergovernmental agreements about the enforcement of the provisions of some contracts that are so executed. But to come back to this other problem of abuse on the network, I think we all recognize that a party which is abusing someone on the internet might be in one country and the victim in another. The only way that we're going to deal with such international difficulties is to have a more common framework in which we agree as to the activities that are considered to be societally unacceptable. And here I believe that the Internet Governance Forum can play a very important role in surfacing different views of these kinds of problems and perhaps allow us collectively to discover venues in which these matters might be best resolved. The Internet Governance Forum itself is not a decision-making activity, and although some people have criticized that, in my honest opinion, this lack of decision-making is what makes the Internet Governance Forum such an important activity for all of us. It's a place where all sides can be exposed. It's a multi-stakeholder activity. We get inputs from the technical community, from civil society, from governments, from the private sector, all of which inform us about the problems we face and the possible solutions that might be available to us. This non-decision-making effort allows many of the opinions that might be in conflict with each other to be heard, and it allows many of us to come to some conclusions about constructive steps forward. So I would urge all of you, if you are considering the question of continuing the Internet Governance Forum, to take a very positive view, to participate in and continue to support these meetings that take place annually, and use it as a tool for making the Internet a better, safer, and more effective place in which to conduct our global affairs. So I, again, apologize for my inability to be with you at this meeting. You'll have to put up with virtual Vint for at least this event. But I'm looking forward to seeing you next year in 2011. In the meantime, I'll see you on the net.